Stop number one here. This is Repo Records. This is Dave, the VC ambassador. Like, he loves this place and talks about it all the time. So I'm going to meet him up here and we're going to take a look to see what we find in Repo Records. Like, I'm trying to be on a budget, you know? Carl, Kung Fu Fighting, love it. And there's Dave hitting the bargain bins.
I didn't do it.
Yep, finding it. He only gave me one rec. We tried to give me two, but I needed the one.
Oh, there's more I can put in your hand.
I understand. That's a good one. Very white, love that.
Never seen that right now. It's a great color.
Body songs. So you always wonder, did the husband buy this or did the wife buy this? And if the husband did buy it, what would the wife think about it? I just can't see that album working out well for a marriage. Oh well. Cool decor here. So punk and metal. This is Dave's favorite shop because he lives in the neighborhood. All 45s in those cases. Classical country. I mean, it's classical and blues. Dave's still shopping.
Of course.
Of course. Oh, look at that foreigner train. Really neat. Nice Coco Taylor. Oops. Crisp cereal. Takes me back. Look at that neat decoration, station to station. That is so neat. Dave was saying this is the Beatles' place, and they have This is all the Beatles and related music. Ah, rarities. Okay, let's do the rarities. How the hell on that album? Wait a sec. That's not a Beatle. Wow, just a lot of stuff you never see. For those that need it all. Very nice. That's all rock in there. It's all very well labeled. Everything is labeled. It's easy to find what you're looking for. Box sets. LP box sets are mixed into the bins. So that's just the fun stuff. Great store. Look at all that fun stuff. Repo Record. Repo Record. That's what they go by at reporecord.com. Neat t-shirt, huh? A little David Bowie action going on. Actually, I wore this into a grocery store here in town, and gal at the counter, oh, that's so cool, word. And yeah, guess she's a David Bowie fan. So very, very nice. Great store in Charlotte, North Carolina. Well worth a visit. It's more than just Noble Records there. There's quite a few different little record stores, and we did visit a total of 4 different stores. Repo Record was one. Well organized, a lot of stuff. You saw that long wall where they kind of bookended everything of just rock music mainly, and new and used were mixed in there, so you had a lot to choose from, a lot to look at. It's just you can't do the flipping when it's bookended like that. But really nice time. Found a couple records in there that to pick up. I was trying to behave myself. This is the next day we were going over to Noble Records, but yeah, great time. Repo Record there in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, I also have some albums that I have brought back in. So let's look at some of this, some of these albums that I did have. A couple of them I didn't have on vinyl, but I had on CD, so I'm including them in this section. Sometimes I talk about them on Sundays, sometimes I don't. But this one I did have, and it is Fela Kuti 70 Question Jam Answer Volume 2. Now, there is my original. And this was an original also. You can see there. I'll take that out so you can see the back end of this. So, this I found at Noble Records. It is, it came out in 1975. This is easier to find. This is a U.S. pressing. And, in a lot of Fela, you don't find that, they don't have U.S. pressings, but this one did have, this is a U.S. pressing. 2 songs, side 1, Question, Jam, Answer. Really cool funk, really good groove. On side 2, though, the song is Trouble Sleep, Yanga, Wake AM. And it's almost a ballad. And that's something you don't normally hear off a Fela Kuti album, a quieter, almost more of a ballad type song, so that's different. And both songs, I mean, they're around 15 minutes long, so they really go on. They have the, traditional, kind of feel, Fela Kuti, always, this long jam happening. So nice to find this, to see it again, get an original to go with my original back in the collection. That was from 1975. Then there was this one. This album came out in 1985, and that is the Waterboys, This Is the Sea. This, here they really were putting things together. Fisherman Blues would come out next in 1988, but in 1985 they put this out, and it kind of, as they're trying to make what he called big music, putting together everything and making something very exciting. And this is a good example of that. You could see a band that was definitely maturing, getting a lot better at what they were doing, and putting together some great music. Fisherman Blues by far is my favorite Waterboy album, but this is a really good example of what they were doing. If you find it, well worth picking up. Carl Wallinger is on this album, which is neat. Mike Scott. Wallinger went on to do a Goodbye Jumbo, so cool that he is on here. So there we go. The Waterboys, This Is the Sea. And again, I picked this up in Charlotte also. Then there was this. I got this on Merch Mart, and I did have this on CD, but I never had it on vinyl. Yeah, this is power. Punk pop. I think it's the best way to describe it. Came out in 1994, and this just. Green Day exploded. They came along at a perfect time when music was changing. There was an interest again back in punk, but kind of a not like so much a 70s punk. Here you could see, their influences, and when you listen to this, it's Buzzcocks and the Jam, definite influences of Green Day, and so they had a couple other albums out already. There's the inner jacket. But this album, they put it all together and really came up, shall we say, with their masterpiece. Though I do like one of their other albums that came out. The one with the hand grenade. Now I can't think of its name. But this had the hits on here. Longview, Welcome to Paradise is on here. Basket Case. It really caught the attention. Now, the fans of Green Day did like it because suddenly everybody knew who Green Day was. Everybody was listening to Green Day. And it's like, if you're following that band when they were young, you go, oh man, that's my band. And now everybody likes them. And it's not very cool. Obviously, this put them into the stratosphere, and they became so well known. Their videos were out there. MTV, you couldn't go anywhere without seeing a Green Day video. So very happy to get this. There aren't too many. I really like Green Day, but this one here, Dookie, which I forgot to say the name of the album. Dookie to me is one of the most essential ones that I need to have. The final one, again, is we're talking about punk, and it is Rancid. And here, Rancid, again, out of Southern California. This is a band whose influences are definitely the Specials and the Clash. And it's easy to hear it. You can't miss it. And everything got put together on this album. When you think of the Specials, they have their hit on here, Time Bomb, pure Specials. Of course, this picture, Minor Threat, is their kind of tribute, shall we say, to the group Minor Threat. Again, very hard punk type song, but definite reggae happening. Very Clash, very Specials. You really can't go wrong. Great album. Really happy to see this. Got this on Merch Bar too. Both, Dookie and this, I played a lot. I really, really liked them. And Out Come the Wolves is the name of that album. So yeah, there we go. 4 albums again that I'm really excited to bring back into the collection that I felt were very important. You know, limited space, so I can only bring back so much stuff. But these are ones I need to have. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, and hopefully you drop by on Sunday for the next early morning Sunday show. Thank you. Bye.